People, it will change in a very big way. This is where we go towards the middle of August. And remember, the heat moves towards the west, the south central. Then we have these cool fronts coming through across the central plains, north central, all the way towards the eastern United States. Now, we're going through the August weather pattern. So remember, this heat will come back every single day. It will be cooler for those that's in the jet stream. But as we go through the end of August into September, this does strengthen and the cool fronts go even lower. So remember that. So I'm going to go through the latest information of what you can expect right around the corner with this weather pattern, bringing these temperatures and possible storms as well. The storms are on the low end. That's severe weather for today and for tomorrow. But as we go towards the middle of next week with a partial solar eclipse that is coming. So I'm going to let you know also who's in the best chance of seeing that. So happy Wednesday, everybody. Mark again here at Weatherman Plus. I have some new information to show you about
Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shah, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shah, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shah, Bahalayim Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakah. That's the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, in whom we praise. Double honors to our apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well over the flock of Israel. Shalom and salutations to you, Akim, out here pushing the words of truth and sincerity. Shalom to all the Lord's elect, Akim and Aqua. Scattered Israelites and Israelite foreigners, Abaratazah, which is Lord willing, this video is edifying. It's the brothers here at the Great Millstone branch here at Birmingham, Alabama. Myself, Rakai Ma, alongside Priest Yeshaya, Priest Samak, got Priest Adan, and coming back with another lesson on this topic, urgent war alert, and everything about the scriptures and end times prophecy is urgent. Can we get that definition as well? Urgent. All right. You got urgent war alert, rumors of war, which we got the entire lesson to go into. All the rumors of war. Specifically, we're dealing with NATO, Greenland, United States. That rumor right there. This is like something that broke pretty much in the last 2 weeks. You're not hearing too much of it, but you know that it's big enough to be, part of prophecy. When we're dealing with NATO, you're dealing with that beast. You're dealing with America, you're dealing with that horse. Okay? And Greenland is a land that's owned by, who is that? Denmark. Help me out. Denmark. Denmark being a part of NATO. And let's go with what you got off the top. Urgent. See the brother put up urgent here. So the scripture says in Matthew 24, let's grab that first. Brother Yeshaya, Babak Yeshaya.
That's the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. All these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yep. All these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So now we're not to be troubled. That means we can spend more time dealing with the matter than to be worried and troubled about the matter. So that's important that the Lord worded it that way for us in these last days. Why are we taking 2,000-year-old words and referring to them now? Because it's specific about the end times. This is all end time prophecy. So Yahweh Shah spoke 2,000 years ago concerning things that will happen in these last days. And that's why I say you shall hear wars and rumors of wars go up. Can somebody just read? You ain't got to add it or put it up there, but just read from verse 3, or when the apostles asked Yahweh Shah the question.
Yep. So book of Matthew chapter 24, starting at the 3rd verse, and it said, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Those 3 things they needed to know, right? While they had Yahweh Shah on the scene, they're asking them, when shall be the end of the world? Showing you that they understood ages. Paul wrote, I not write unto you that you are ignorant concerning these things. You know about the seasons and the times, right? They understood ages. The Greek word eon. All right, when is the kingdom end and when is the next kingdom going to begin? This is all biblical prophecy language, right? The statue of Nebuchadnezzar's dream, prophetic symbol of when one kingdom begins and another kingdom ends at the different elements that was used in that statue. Started with a head of gold, you know, it came with the arms and chest of, silver, and then the brass. It was showing you that the beginning and the end ends with a different element or a different metal, all the way down to the feet of iron and part miry clay, which is a destabilization of what it used to be. Now the legs was the Roman Empire, so the feet part iron, showing you that indication that it's still a Roman Empire, and part miry clay, which shows you, it indicates that it's softer. It's an element that these two don't blend well together. Now when you have NATO, you have a conglomerate of many different nations in Europe that just don't blend well together. And that's why Trump is making certain statements about NATO that he's been saying in these past few weeks. And they're all derogatory statements about NATO. He's really breaking up NATO's bond. Can we get something on chat, just a little bit about NATO, its current members and its strength? And just when you got it, I'll let you go ahead and read it. So again, Yeshaya, can you read down?
Continue on that Matthew 24, verse 4. And it says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
This was future prophecy, because Yahushua was still on the scene. They weren't coming around saying that they are Yahushua. You know, that mainly happened after he left. And still to this day, you have pockets of men that do that. Go on.
And it says, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
And this is what makes it urgent. You know, the brother put the definition of urgent. What does it mean? The topic says urgent war alert. Well, anything with urgent, it says a state of or situation. Babaka Shah, Samak, can you?
For the word urgent, Salaki, of a state or situation requiring immediate action or attention. The situation is far more urgent than politicians are admitting.
And that's a spirit, you know. They just added that part in the end. This situation is far more urgent because it's requiring immediate action and attention. And what we're talking about is, will NATO defend Greenland against the United States? You got some information on NATO?
Yeah, come.
Okay. You want me to share the screen, or you just gonna read it?
Yeah, if you can. You can share it.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. Let me know you're ready.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, Khan. So we got what's NATO's current countries and strengths. So here's a clear, up-to-date overview of NATO's current member countries and its overall military strength as of 2026. So UN NATO member countries, 32 total. As of the latest information, NATO has 32 member states spanning from North America to Europe. So you got North America, all right, United States, Canada, Iceland, okay? And it goes on to list the rest of them. But when you scroll down, it goes into the overall military strength of NATO. So NATO.
Can we confirm that Denmark, the country that owns Greenland?
Yep, right here. There's Denmark.
So there you go. So now it's confirmed Denmark is a part of NATO. Denmark owns Greenland, or has the rights to Greenland. All right, nobody, they have whatever deal they've made with the people of Greenland. Okay, and no country can come in and invade Greenland except you have an issue with Denmark. Now, by proxy, when you have an issue with Denmark or any of these countries you see on that screen, that's these NATO-aligned countries, you have an issue with the rest of NATO. That's a part of their pact. It's a military pact. Now, the thing is that for a military pact to be real, you got to act on that. You can't just be a flag without any army or moves behind it. You can't just talk like you a threat and then not back it up. So here it is, NATO, the entirety of all of these states and actors coming together. Their whole stance is that if anybody messes with us, we going to, as a whole, each of us going to retaliate. You know, as the world knows it. What's the stance on when you have inside actors, agitators, inside agitators? Most, you know, where's the NATO document describing what happens when a part of NATO tries to come and defeat another part of NATO? You see what I'm saying? Brother, the definition on the screen right here. Can you get that real quick?
Yep. Going to the word.
Oh, where you at? No, where you at? Aidan. We coming right back to you. Go ahead, Shai.
Yep. Going into that word aggressor. This is a person or country that attacks another first.
You got an aggressor known as the United States. That's basically through Trump, through this your cruel Lord Trump, stating that Denmark shouldn't have the rights to Greenland anymore, and we coming in to take it. An aggressor, person or a country that attacks another first, or a country. So whoever attacks first, you the aggressor. Now America's already using language like, we coming in to get it. We want it, and we're gonna have it. So what's the reaction now? How does NATO deal with an inside agitator, an inside aggressor, a country on its list? Right? This is the rumors of wars Yahweh Shah told us that would happen in these last days. Can we keep going on, Adana?
Can I continue reading? Okay.
Anything juicy? No, you can skip down to the part you was going to.
Okay, Khan. Yeah, so right here, overall military strength of NATO. NATO is widely considered the world's most powerful military alliance. Its strength comes from the combined capabilities of its members, especially the United States, across personnel, equipment, and defense spending. Right, personnel and size, combined active military personnel across the alliance is in the low millions, about 3.2 to 3.4 million total. Let's see. Yep, United States has by far the largest force in NATO, around 1.3 million in active personnel. Right? Let's see what else we got up in there. So, skipping on down, key points. So, collective defense. NATO's strength isn't just, individual militaries. It's collective defense under Article 5, meaning an attack on one ally is considered an attack on all.
Beautiful. And what we want to know now, what we're going to ask chat is, what is NATO stance on the U.S. taking Greenland? Because this is where war is supposed to, based on what the brother just read, right? An attack on one is attack on all. We want to know what their stance, what they're going to do when the United States comes through. As you can see, tensions. What does that topic say? NATO, Greenland, and U.S. tensions. Things is tense, man. There's an aggressor in the midst, and he's not a outside of a NATO. This is all in NATO, in-house. You about to watch NATO either fall, either not be as strong as they said they was, and the world is watching. What you got? Anything?
Oh, I can scroll down. Let me see.
Yeah, see if what's the stance on NATO, on U.S. taking over.
Okay, yes, I'm right here. Number one, NATO's public position. So NATO itself has not officially endorsed the idea that the U.S. should take Greenland as U.S. territory. Rather, the alliance has been focused on strengthening collective security in the Arctic and discussing ways to improve defense cooperation in the region, and not territorial transfers. So officials have framed these talks as part of a broader Arctic security framework. Right? NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte has publicly talked about boosting NATO's presence in the Arctic, but has not supported annexation or transfer of territory from one ally to another. The alliance's priority means collective defense under its founding treaty. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so Denmark and Greenland reject U.S. takeover. So Denmark, Greenland, sovereign state, and NATO has strongly rejected any U.S. attempt to seize Greenland, especially by force. warning that such action would break the NATO alliance and end the post-World War II security system. Greenland's own leaders say the island belongs to its people and to Denmark, and they reject U.S. claims of taking it over. So number 3, NATO European allies reaction. Several European NATO members, France, Germany, UK, Spain, Italy, Poland, etc., issued a statement that Greenland security should be collective and respect sovereignty.
Oh, your mic went out. Can y'all brothers hear him?
Oh, it went out.
Yo, go ahead, try it again. We can hear you now.
Got going back to the top, NATO European allies reaction.
Yeah, it's giving that issue again, Salaki. I don't know what that is. So, you know, for the most part, what we read is exactly what it sounds like. Things is getting real sketchy. Now they got this word annex, which, you know, the brother has here. I also want you to find a definition of annexation of countries. But can you read that, Yeshaya?
Yep, Con. That word annex, it goes into append or add as an extra, a subordinate part, especially to a document.
Right. So you can annex a document, add to a document, add a subordinate part. But what happens is there's a larger term, and it's a political term. It's newspeak. It's you know, a word that got a light. You know, what's the word? Like a lighter. It's a rephrasing of a more cruel word, which is to take and seize, annex. All right. Annex basically means take over. All right. Did you find anything about annex of a country?
Con, I'm looking now.
Okay. Whoever got it first. So you can ask yourself, how did Denmark end up with Greenland in the first place? They said they annexed it. How did the United States end up with Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Alaska? You know, not Alaska, Puerto Rico and Hawaii. They annexed it. You know, how did they end up with Texas? Texas was an independent state or independent country, so to speak. They annexed it. All right. So there's that term too. You got to watch out for it. So the U.S. knows that, and then they coming in basically saying, well, we got as much right to annex the country as you do. And a lot of this comes from the idea that, you know, Esau fighting over land that's not his. When you narrow it down to what it's really about, they fighting over more land that's not theirs in the first place. But the Lord did say in Genesis 27 as a blessing to Esau that he would rule how does it say, with the sword and then from the fatness of the earth. Yep. I could just grab that. You ain't got to pull it up if you don't want to. Just grab that real quick. I see brothers left precepts, so we're going to go into them. Yep, because we want to know where Esau got the nerve to annex. And if anybody found the annexation of a country, what it says. And I need another brother to grab that in Genesis 27, where Esau got his blessing, talking about the fatness and the sword. Whoever got one. Samak, go ahead. You got this one.
Con, I got annexation of a country. And it says annexation is the former, often unliteral act of a state incorporating another territory or country into its own, resulting in a transfer of sovereignty, typically preceded by military conquest. It is considered illegal under modern international law and the UN Charter, which prohibit the use of force to acquire territory.
Right. Annexation of Gaza. Right? It's happening right now. You can look up the annexation of Puerto Rico. You can look up the annexation of Hawaii. This is a political term, but it's basically illegal. It's being an aggressor to a territory that's not yours. It's inhabited already. The annexation of the United States by France, the annexation of Haiti, the annexation of West Africa. It's basically colonialism in their terms. And so, you know, you got two colonizing nations that's supposed to be on the same side, trying to figure out who has the right to illegally annex another territory. You know, and we got, you know, prior knowledge of why this is happening, but mainly is it not because the Lord already said that these will be the signs that would occur in the last days as a symbol when he answered his disciples who wanted to know when will be the last days and the signs of the end and the sign of your coming, Lord. How shall we know you are coming when that time comes before